Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today's class is a 30-minute lunar type flow. So you want to really make it all the way to standing, be a little more gentle, try to invite in a little more wave-like fluid motion. And if that sounds like your cup of tea, we're going to go begin seated for this class. And if you want to sit up on a block or a bolster, if you find your knees are riding high, go ahead and do so. And let's just take a moment to ground down through our sitting bones, engage our core, lifting up and rolling those shoulders down. Beginning to breathe deeply in through the nose and out the nose. Taking several moments to connect to your breath, breathing fully. And then bring your hands to heart center, press the palms. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, now's a great time. Maybe just pick a word that calls to you, something that you'd like to see more of in your life. And then go ahead and drop the hands down, and we're going to begin here with some spinal circles. Go in large, hands on your knees, and just make big circles coming forward and rounding back. Moving at whatever pace calls to you. Maybe you want to move faster or slower, and then let's try for some smaller circles here. And then let's reverse directions. Just try to make it feel nice. Warming up that spine. And if you want to do little circles now. And now let's clasp the fists, palms together. Go ahead and make little infinity signs, rolling out your wrist here. Maybe you want to keep a little movement through the side body. And then hands to prayer, fingers drop down, reach off to the right. Inhale those fingers up and over, and then really extend. Maybe look up, or always look down if your neck is giving you problems. And then inhale and reverse the other way, rocking those fingers out, and then inhale. And then really reach, draw that shoulder back, and then breathe deeply into your side body. And then inhale, come up, and we're going to switch the cross on our legs. And then inhale, fingers to the sky, get tall, and then forward fold. Maybe cup the fingers, pressing your bum back into the earth if you feel like it's lifted off here. And then drop the head, take some deep breaths. And then walk your fingers off to the side. Getting in that side body once more. And then walk through center and off the other way. And back through center and walk your fingers back and back to seated. Rest your palms down. Let your right ear tilt to your right shoulder. Breathe into your neck. And then inhale through center and tilt the other way. Back through center, and we're gonna come out, come around onto all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's take a little creative cat-cow here, and just rolling the shoulders, swaying the hips side to side. Really bringing in any kind of movement here that calls to you, that feels nice. And if you're like, no, that's not for me, then we'll go ahead and pull that core in round behind your heart. Press down strongly through your hands. Drop your head. Cat. And then cow till your tailbones look up. Down and away with your hands. And then you just rock back and forth between those two. And then maybe you get brave and add in the additional movements. And if you like blocks for your practice, or if you have tight hips and you want to know how to use the blocks for your practice, I'm going to demo with them. So go ahead and grab them. So we still have our wrist under shoulders. Grip those blocks or grip the mat, and then we're gonna step the right foot through between our hands and then scooch the back leg. Maybe the back foot back a little bit, lifting your back knee, and then engage your legs so that you can lift your hands off if you need to, but breathe in this shape for a moment. Pressing out the back heels strongly. And then lower your back knee. Press through that front heel to send your front leg straight, your right hip back for half splits. Maybe scoot those blocks back with you, and then pressing down. Inhale, lift the chin, get nice and long in the low back here so we're not rounding, and then drop the head from there. Breathe in half splits for a few breaths. And then we're gonna scooch back forward, scooch your blocks back with you. And then this time we're gonna engage, come up, fingers on your thigh. And you can always pad your knee if you need to. And then inhale, fingers to the sky. Take a breath in. And exhale, come down over your front foot. Lift your back knee. Step back into plank. Take a breath in and out. And then we're gonna switch. Step your other leg through. Pause here. Remember to stay engaged, so you could lift off if you needed, not just all hanging out on your joints here, but squeezing those legs together, lifting, pressing out the back heel. And then lower your back knee. And we're gonna press, straighten our front leg, pressing down through the heel, squaring that left hip back. Half splits, pulling forward, chin lifting, and then dropping the head from there. And then come back forward, engaging those legs. We're going to come up, interlace your fingers, press down on your thigh to help you lift up through your chest. And we're going to inhale, fingers overhead. One more deep breath in. And exhale, drop the fingers down. Lift your back knee. Step into plank. Take a breath in. Lower your knees. And go ahead and set the blocks off to the side for a moment. As we come all the way down. Taking a moment, bringing our forearms out in front of us, pressing down and drawing in slightly with the elbows and away. So we're nice, broad across the heart here. Breathe into Sphinx, maybe roll out the neck, little figure eights. And then come down. And we're going to go ahead and do a little fluid, serpentine-like cobra, rolling the shoulders. Just rolling one at a time to begin with. And then inhale as we roll up. And then roll down. 2 more times. Inhaling, rolling up. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then exhale, roll down. Last time. And release. Rest your forehead on your hands and take a couple deep breaths here. Feel your belly expand into the earth. And invite in relaxation on the exhale. And then bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, roll them up and back. Curl your toes under. Press the plank. And then from here, maybe lower your knees for a second if you want to grab your blocks. And then step your right foot through between your hands, lower your back knee. And then you can keep your toes curled under, or if you want to flatten them out, you can. And then please remember there's different settings on this block too. And then we're going to engage those legs. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Maybe begin to sink a little through the pelvis. Maybe a slight arc back through the chest. So like you're putting on suspenders, rolling, heart lift, shoulders roll back. Very engaged. And then exhale, come down over your front foot. Lean your weight into your left hand. Kick your back foot in. Reach the right hand for it. And if it doesn't reach, just lasso it with a belt or strap. And then create a little resistance between the two. You look over at the foot or over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. And then release. Turning back around your front foot. Toes curl under. Lift your back knee. Step to plank. Switch sides. Left foot comes through. Lower your back knee. And then gauging those legs. Squeezing them together. Gauging your glute. Rise. Inhale. Fingers to the sky. You can have your palms interlaced and pointed up, or fingers spreading, shoulder width apart. You can also begin, you can always hold just on the blocks too for steadiness. Maybe begin to sink through the pelvis. Heart lifts up and maybe gently back, looking up. And then fingers come down over your front foot. And then a weight in the right hand. As you turn open to the left, kicking the back foot in, reaching for it or lassoing it, creating a little resistance. And then release, turning back around your front foot. Lifting your back knee, stepping to plank. And the knee is wide as the mat, toes touch. Go ahead and set the blocks off. And send your hips back towards your feet. Rest your forehead down. And take some breaths in child's pose. And then forward, shift back onto all fours. And then we're going to draw our right knee behind our right wrist and scooch the back toes back. Coming in to pigeon, foot's at an angle, toes are pointing in. If you have tight hips, a block can feel really nice tucked right under your right hip right there. And then inhale. Lift the heart, the chin, and you want to be so engaged you could lift off again, not hanging out on your hands, and so squeezing the legs together. See if you could lift off. And resting that pelvis down. Coming forward if that calls to you, or just stay high. Work wherever you're at, where you feel sensations, and then send your breath there. Now, let's place our hands under our shoulders, lifting up in the inhale. And then back toes curl under. Lift your back knee, hands are under your shoulders. Pulling through your core, lift up through plank. And then switch. Left knee behind left wrist. Back foot scooches back. And then we are engaged, so we can lift off. And then we're squaring, hips are squaring. We're not open off to one side or the other. We're really trying to engage to the short edge of our mat. And then if you want to come forward, you can come forward or stay lifted. Maybe you want to tuck a block under that left hip. All the places. Just pick wherever you want to work, wherever feels best for you for today. And breathe. And then as you're ready, press under shoulders, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, and then pulling through the core, step back into plank, or on all fours. Take a breath in, and then elbows in, lower all the way down. And come into Sphinx once more with our forearms out in front to prepare for half frog, drawing your right knee up, coming out of a 90 here. Have your foot flexed. And then breathe into that right hip, encourage it to settle down. Send breath there. And then draw that knee back. We're going to switch. So this time it's our other knee. We're drawing it up to a 90. Sending our breath into that left hip, that left pelvis. Encouraging it. Just try to settle down. Maybe you notice it's lifting slightly. Just send your breath there. Send relaxation there. And then draw left foot to meet the other one. And then hands under shoulders. Press back into child's pose once more. Coming to a little seat, sending the hips off to one side, drawing the feet around so you can come down onto your backs. Hugging your right knee into your right armpit, pausing, taking a breath here. And hugging your toes and your knee crease. Draw the knee across the body. Reach, look to the right. And then inhaling, coming back through center. Taking time to adjust. And hugging our left knee into our left armpit. Taking a few breaths here. And then toes in the knee crease, drawing that knee, right knee across, left knee across the body. Reaching, looking to the left. Breathing deeply into the twist. And then coming back through center. Giving yourself a hug. Maybe doing a little roll around on the low back. And maybe squeeze in a little ball. Hold your muscles tight. Maybe hold your breath really tense. And then letting it all go as you release into Shavasana. Final resting pose. Let the feet roll out. Palms turn up. Shoulders gently roll under. And breathe. You can let go of all the doing and breathe into any sensations that arise. Take any little bits of comfort that you might need to make it the posture to feel more easeful in this final pose. And so maybe that's like a knee pillow under your knees or an eye pillow or blanket. do what you need to do so that you can drop out fully. I'll guide you out in just a few minutes. Enjoy. Begin to breathe more deeply, and always know you can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. And if you're ready, you can roll to your right side. Take a moment, take a breath before pushing yourself back to a seated position. Taking another moment to assess how you're feeling without judgment. Noticing any changes from the beginning of class and now. Thank you for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you.